Our story begins when someone by the name of Levy_11 posted about finding an odd site on the r/mystery subreddit. Levy states that they happened to stumble across a page titled Hiluxsite.ml while looking for parts for their Toyota Hilux. They described the page a bit and claim to have also found the connected GitHub. The front page is almost entirely black. The right top corner has a small white clock telling the current time, and the left top says Hiluxsite.ml, My Storage, and has two boxes that resemble a username and password box. But by using the source code from GitHub, a user by the name of X_party discovered that the correct combination was admin and Charpass. When the word correct appears, you click the word and are shown two more boxes. In these boxes, you type noneReLog and UserLogin and click enter. Upon entering the website, we see a home screen with three buttons. One labeled text/files, another pictures, and the last redacted. Now, to get the whole story, we're going to go a little out of order and click pictures. When we enter the pictures page, we see three pictures titled The Wreck, Revisiting the Site, and The Man from the Dreams. We're going to click on The Wreck first. It takes us to a page with a chair, and if we click the chair, it shows us several GIFs of a URL, lmpsite.ml. I'm going to refer to the site as Lymphocyte. Clicking around some more will take us to a page with random photos and music playing, which will again lead us to another page with endless numbers. We're going to come back to that later. If we head back to the pictures page, but instead click on Revisiting the Site, it takes us to a colorful page full of GIFs that say Hiluxsite.ml, this is us. The bottom of the page has two small hyperlinks, one titled Go There, and the other titled Or Do Not. Clicking on Go There will take us to the homepage for Lymphocyte.ml. Here we have a site for the Internet Archival project, created by Victor and Redacted. This site is where the story begins between the author of Hiluxsite and his friend Victor. The Internet Archival project claims to have been a public-use internet archive and repository of websites and media that is based on Google's SEO, or search engine optimization, algorithms. The homepage has some notes on the bottom dated back to 2012. They say that due to a lawsuit, they will no longer be hosting content. It also claims that Lymphocyte.com will instead become Lymphocyte.ml, and the source code is on GitHub. The homepage has three tabs on the left: Archives, Services, and Contact. Contact has no useful information, so let's head over to Services. On the Services page, the creators say that they will instead be working on their new site, Hiluxsite. Below that is a message that reads, "To our dedicated users, although unlikely as our site has been down for almost 8 years and just recently rehosted through GitHub on an ML domain, if anyone has found the site, I regret to announce the very recent passing of the co-founder of this site, Victor. A beloved friend of mine and one of the smartest men I've known has passed 2 nights ago in a car accident. Rest in peace, Vic." If we move over to the Archives page, we see that there are only 2 archives left and a search box. Attempting to use the search box shows a message saying, "Search no longer works." The 2 archives still stored on the site are an MP3 titled grund.mp3 and a link back to Hiluxsite. Here's the audio for grund.mp3. Now that we have a little background, let's head back over to Hiluxsite. On the home page, we are now going to click on Redacted. This takes us to a blank white page with Hiluxsite.ml at the top and the words Vix Project underneath. If we click on Vix Project, it will open a text box with a button that says Speak to the Void. If we type something simple like hello, the page responds with a basic greeting. Much more than that, however, and it responds with gibberish. It seems as though Victor was working on an artificial intelligence. So the story here is that the author was working on a project with his friend Victor, and that project seems to be some sort of artificial intelligence. Very recently, Victor had died, and the author is left without their best friend and without the skills and knowledge to continue their work. The site has begun to fall apart without Victor, and the author is slowly going crazy. In addition to this, the author is in love with a woman named Emily, who doesn't love him back. He mentions her name multiple times throughout several pages. We aren't going to talk too much about Emily. Let's talk about the AI in Victor. In some parts of the code, we can see that the author has hidden messages. If we inspect the page that has the rudimentary AI and look at the HTML, the author suggests that the AI was starting to get out of control and that they had to pull the plug. They go on a bit explaining why. It scared me. I did not like what it could do, the AI. I'm sorry, Victor. I know what it cost you and what it meant to you, but it scared me. I will make her again, but she will be tamed. She was too dangerous. Now, it's a little difficult to pinpoint exactly what the intentions were of Victor and the author. This journal entry on the site suggests that their intentions while making the AI may have been malicious. I want to use it as I intended, but I will have to come off innocent and not let them know. They probably won't think much of it anyway, possibly even glance over it. I want to use it better. I can make a use of it. Can I? I think so. I speak only to myself anymore. Why have I let myself do this? Why have I come to this? Now, the author says that every night since the accident, which we assume is Victor's car accident, that they have seen a man in their dreams. However, the author claims that the man that he sees in his dreams has also been visiting him in his yard, so the author took and uploaded a picture of them. I thought this was something interesting to add in, because while most of the site makes it seem as though the author is just absolutely bonkers due to grieving the death of his friend and the rejection of who he thinks may be the love of his life, this photo suggests that something else may actually be going on that is driving the author crazy. The photo suggests that something is real. The author has given pages nonsensical titles, has filled large swabs of the site with gibberish text, has pages change when they are reloaded or refreshed, and inserted many strange and crazy videos and pictures all over the site. However, the thing I found the most interesting is the author's political obsession. This is one of the random pages that can load when you click on just the right spot in the Dream Man page. The author here is writing about how socialism, Democrats, and the liberal media are evil. This screen's pretty easy to find, and you're likely to stumble upon it when cruising the site. But there's more hidden in the HTML of the text/files page. The author has placed a bunch of QAnon conspiracy theory ideas, and claims that they are placed here so SEO, or search engine optimization, can't hide them. I think the reason I find this part so interesting is because it seems very believable in a sense. A lot of the site is incoherent and random, but this is a pattern that seems well thought out by the author. There are a lot of neat things hidden all over the site, and I really encourage everyone to check it out. So for those who haven't noticed yet, this is an ARG, or an augmented reality game. So let's look at some of the evidence to see if we can find out who is behind it. If we look at Limpusite, it says that on October 3rd, 2012, the domain limpusite.com will no longer be active. But a Reddit user, u/eh86055, found the domain was likely never owned by the creator of Limpusite.ml. So clearly this part is made up, but can we find out who actually owns the site? Well, .ml domains are free domains given out by the country Mali. Because of this, the domain isn't actually registered to the creator, but instead to Mali Dilly BV. Well then, who made it? Well, let's check the GitHub. The one who seems to be updating everything is Hilux-Git. Huh. Well, what about the initial commit? Oh? What's this? Super Levy? Huh. Interesting. Well, it looks like we found the creator. Levy admitted to it and updated the text/files page with a note. Although it was short-lived, it was rewarding to know that we fully completed the game. Wait. What? Alright, so this one actually took me a little longer to figure out. The page Levy's talking about is if we go to pictures, then the rec, click the chair, click the GIF, click that, and then it takes us to a page that says her name, it's her name. At the top it says Limpusite unchanging is her name. So if we kind of break this down, unchanging, so let's find out what's not changing here. These numbers will go on forever, but if we refresh, we can see a few of the numbers don't change. 3, 6, 4, 5, 9 are unchanging. So up here also says Limpusite, so if we head over to Limpusite, the only place that we could put in these numbers are right here at this quote broken search bar. And it says, "Oh, hi, wow, Victor, thanks for visiting. Look what I made for you, do you like it? Haha, I miss you, hello, hi, welcome back." And it takes us to this whole page. I'll leave this for everyone to explore on their own. It says, "What did you gain from this?" There's only one person who should know of this page. Yeah, so that's the last thing as far as we know. There might still be more, and I encourage everyone to check everything out. Although the ARG was short-lived, I think I'll have to agree with Levy when they say, good game.